long time ago in Japan, about a third of the handles were the length of barter, about a third were longer than this, relatively speaking, and about a third of the length that we tend to use. There's no perfect way there. Men used what they wanted. The difference is that in the old days, swords were longer. Okay? So people that were much shorter. Most samurai were my wife was like 5 feet. Okay? And yet, the book samurai, the average sword was almost 32 inches. My sword was shorter than the first one. This one's slightly shorter. So, I'm going to show from a couple of other cuts. This one, I'm going to be placing, stepping back away, someone's attacking from the side. Basically trying to do that in a way that they can't track my body, and I'm out of the way. So he cuts right where I was, and cut right underneath it. Okay? Remember, deception, war is a matter of deception. Reading from Sun Tzu, 500 BC. So, some other things that we see are, actually, when you get a chance, Rich, you've got another one of these. Because blood, by the way, is very close to the sword. Thank you. It's got a lot of salt in it, right? Things like you see what's called chubui, blood shaking. Okay? That'll get big chunks off, but notice I wipe every time. It does not get much off the blade. Pull that out. Put it on. Put it out. By the time you put that on with the sword, there's more blood.
I knew you were so accident.
So, right, I'm limping. So there's people that actually get hurt. This is like a minor. By the way, those of you who are older know what the problem is. Your skin gets thinner. You brush up against it, you start bleeding. You don't know why. So what I'm going to do this time is I'll turn so you can see. I'm going to walk past this, and we have some reverse draws. We draw the sword reverse. And that's again a proximity thing. How close are we to the person? Right? So, if I'm really close, or the ceiling floor, which in Japan the ceiling height is right here, so it's doorway height, like you see in Australian. The ceiling, get up in the middle of the night at a ryokan, yeah. Jiro's got a line, but his line's slightly taller than mine because he's slightly younger, taller, and better looking. Okay? So, I'd be walking past, I'd have a reason to turn, I'd turn, come under, and cut that way. Okay? And we'll show that in kata. Down that kata, right? Turning facing most of the crowd, start from here. So obviously distance tells you what you can and can't do. So I'm walking, I realize threat, I drop this down, and that's what I have to be able to do in a moment. That reverse can also be used, he's very close, he's up, and I'll draw and cut him and manage him as I'm doing that. Some things, because this came up on YouTube by some of these experts. When you're using the sword in a reversed manner, okay, what prevents the person from being able to come underneath you as he cuts is I'm gathering him in the process with the cut. As he hits my blade, camming him and unbalancing him for the moment it takes for me to get my blade on him. You can't just hit them and leave them where they are, because darn it, they tend to want to cut you back after they've been cut. Not all of them, but, right? Some people, you hurt them, they quit. Other people, you hurt them and they just get excited. Okay? So, that's where some of the reverse stuff comes from. Okay? Drawing that way. There's a famous thing from Zatoichi, he uses it reverse. But from a Shomanuchi, here's another reverse way of doing things. Because my blade hides behind me, right? So as he's coming in, I come up and I bring the blade just off. I'm in the center line. He hits my blade, it cams him, and I just drive right through. Okay? I drive right through him. And when you're cutting, you have to think about a couple things. Could I borrow this bar? Stand right where you are. So, here's a problem that comes in with this whack like these guys do. Will this guy open? Absolutely. Get that? No. Okay, those of you guys who've been in combat, you know that, right? They just sometimes they drop right away, sometimes they don't. So, 5. Yeah, right down here. So I can cut it still there. So we don't do that. So I'm not driving on the front. So this movement that you can't see. It's not like normal twisting driving. When I do that, you can feel it. You can fight that. Right? You can stand there and fight that. Okay? So what do? Well, we exchange energy which way? I come in and exchange energy in a way that shapes through here and maintains the distance because now, you have to be able to do all this right in the middle of the fight. Because when I touch him, it means that he can also touch me. You know, you military guys, we always say, if my enemy's within range, so am I. The problem with that is, I can be 75 meters away, I'm 2 moves faster. Technically within range, but practically you're not. The problem here is, okay, if, J-Ro, just come. My problem here is, to touch him, I have to get to where he can also touch me. Okay? So the art is, how do I do that and survive it? How do I do that and survive it? You might talk to him. You have it right there.